Oklahoma City, land of the Thunder, in a fine Western Conference battle here at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Now it's ended down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, Kevin Durant is back after missing most of 2015 after requiring a third surgery to repair a bone in his foot. He said it was the first time I had to face something being snatched away from me that I loved so much. I just tried to stay positive and feel that if I put the same work ethic in, things will turn out all right for me. Kevin?
Great to have him healthy and back out on the floor, D.A. Thank you. And these teams both look to get out and run at every opportunity.
Oh, that's right. They're fast breaking, that open court basketball. Very much in favor in today's game. I mean, it's fun to watch for the fans, too. Plenty of highlights.
So fun. And it's the Warriors to start out. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, the incredible shooting pair of Curry and Thompson in the backcourt. Green is out there with Durant, and it's Pachulia in at the center position. And Oladipo kicks to Westbrook from the arc. And on Green with the rebound.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
Well, I'm not even really sure why he even attempted that look. That's a low percentage of shots to get.
Westbrook passes to Oladipo. Westbrook with a screen for Oladipo. Back to Westbrook. 6 to shoot. A fadeaway. And that one hits back iron.
Total breakdown on defense there, but fortunately he missed that one.
On the wing, Thompson. It's stolen by Oladipo. Ilyasova dishes to Oladipo. Ilyasova sets a screen for Oladipo. A fader. Good.
Leaving any player wide open from mid-range, a recipe for getting scored on.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Curry. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
He is almost as hard to stop inside as he is out. I mean, Curry just finishes. That wiry frame and speed of his, he can still get to the hoop and finish strong.
Now, here's Westbrook. Back to Oladipo. There's a screen. A 3-ball. And Russell Westbrook with the 3. Westbrook's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
And the Thunder from 2011 to 2014 made the Western Conference Finals twice, as well as the NBA Finals, while still one of the youngest teams in the league. They had, Greg, all the makings of a dynasty.
You felt like they were destined to win a championship and maybe multiple ones. Now you're not so sure. It's a tough business, and being very good often isn't good enough.
Durant attacking, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
Oh, and Durant covers so much ground when he puts it on the floor. You just can't keep him from going where he wants.
Thompson against Oladipo. He feeds it to Ilyasova. Outside Westbrook. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
It's early, but he's off to a terrific start. It'll be interesting to see if he can keep his foot on the pedal.
Now here's Durant, and Thompson throws it down.
And this is the concentration Thompson exhibits. I mean, if you're going to foul him, you have to foul him hard.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Then for the Warriors, David West, he's checked in for Pachulia. Iguodala comes in for Green, and it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
Now, there was a time early in his career where Klay Thompson had to live outside the arc to get his points. He would float to space in the mid-range, pull up off of the drive, or stay behind the arc. He has expanded his game immensely in the last few seasons, and is a dynamic scorer.
Cantor. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. It's just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Livingston. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. And with Clay, the number one way that he's diversified his offense, Chris, is that he does a better job of getting to the rim and attacking defenders off the bounce.
Well, yeah, as a younger player, he had the quickness to beat the defender, but he had trouble finishing. Now, something clicked for him during that time, and now he welcomes the contact, getting that easy bucket at the free throw line, knowing when he finishes, he converts contested layups as well as anyone. He identified a weakness in his game and rectified it.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Warriors have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
The Warriors do so many things well, but what they are most known for is their ability to shoot it from deep. Led by the Splash Brothers, but everyone on this roster can shoot a three. They can turn a 2-point lead into a 15-point lead in under a minute when they start letting it fly from outside.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Shot's good by Durant.
Oh, it just isn't his outside game you have to worry about with Durant. When he gets it in close, he rarely fails to convert.
And the stats for the Warriors, three-point shooting over the last few seasons, is just astounding.
Well, just look at the stats. As a team in 2016, they shot 41.6% from beyond the arc, by far the highest mark by a team for the season. Actually, is the second highest percentage all time in the NBA, trailing the 1997 Charlotte Hornets. Oddly enough, that Hornets team also featured a three-point sniper, a Curry. Dale, Steph's father, was one of the better ones.
Now here's Payne. He's covered by Livingston. Now here's Payne. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The drive by Cantor. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
And a big height advantage right there.
That's just a smart play. As soon as he caught the ball with the smaller man on him, he squared up and smoothly knocked out the round.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Thunder out in front. They lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. And work ethic, a big part of Steph Curry's success, as he was not a highly regarded 5-star recruit coming out of high school.
There's obviously ways that you can get better as a player from year to year and find different ways to show, what you're capable of, and that's kind of how, my story unfolded from high school to now, is just adding a little bit of piece here, a piece there every single year.
And he's certainly become not only a complete player, but the kind of true star guys that every team is looking to build around.
When he was drafted, Steph was viewed by most scouts as a great shooter. Not a centerpiece, but boy, were they wrong.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Jumping passing lanes, pressuring the ball, really forcing their opponents into some of these mistakes.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. A lot of defense at the forward spots with Iguodala and Green. Ian Clark out there with Curry. And it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Kicks it to Clark. Makes it off the glass.
Hey,
Clark's got his first points in this one.
Go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside Westbrook. Pass to Cantor. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Cantor's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Thunder. And Chris, you're part of perhaps one of the most exclusive clubs in NBA history, as you were selected first overall on your draft class. What was that like? What an experience that must have been.
Oh, man, Kevin, it was a wonderful moment. I worked so hard to get there. I come off of disappointment. in college, and so working hard and being able to kind of put that behind you and get right to the next level and be the #1 pick, I was just honored. I was thankful. I was humbled. It was just a blessing, and the craziest part about it is that it happened in Detroit at the Palace, where I won 2 state championships there. I won 3 state championships in Michigan and 2 specifically in the Palace and at Auburn Hills, and so that place is always going to be special to me. And just growing up and being the #1 pick, it was just an honor.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, we know that the Thunder hired Billy Donovan as its new head coach. In his 2 decades at the University of Florida, he led them to 2 national titles with players like Al Horford and Joakim Noah. A defensive-minded coach, he's developed into a great offensive mind. Fellas, that's what he's trying to bring to OKC, moving the floor, as he calls it, creating space for their great scorers to operate.
Ball movement, player movement, that's where the league is going, DA. Thanks. The NBA game, we know a physical test. The best athletes in the world. Chris, a long 82-game season. It takes a lot of toughness. Who are some of the guys you think are some of the toughest in the game?
I mean, look at Tony Allen. He definitely gets physical. He likes to bang down low. Tristan Thompson, DeAndre Jordan, guys that kind of the offensive linemen on the team doing a lot of the dirty work, getting no credit.
Great analogy. And the Thunder with some changes. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Steven Adams. And it's Andre Robertson in for Victor Oladipo. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors.
And as the second overall pick back in 13 out of Indiana, Victor Oladipo, while he's had a solid start to his career, stardom still, I think, is what he aspires to achieve. I mean, he's got the tools from a physical standpoint. But the decision-making and the perimeter shooting, 2 areas that he's got to improve. And then defensively, which is where I thought he would be a game changer, hasn't really excelled as much as I think he's capable of.
And when you take a look at Oladipo, such a fun guy to watch develop. Gee, where does he need to take that next step, in your opinion?
Believe it or not, I think he needs to focus on defense. Came into the league projecting to be a top-level defender, and while he collects blocks and steals, I think his production defensively has lagged a bit as he's ripped.
How about that, Kevin?
Pete, what range on that shot?
That was from the parking lot.
That's amazing. And Robertson kicks to Cantor. Oklahoma City moving it around. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Simple rule of team rebounding. Everyone needs to box out someone when the shot goes up. A number of assignments were missed right there.
For the Thunder, Nick Collison's checked in for Enes Kanter. Morrow comes in for Singler, and Cameron Payne subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Golden State also making some changes. David West, he's checked in for Pachulia. Kevin Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. It's good on the putback. Livingston's got his first points of the night.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
For Oklahoma City, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The first free throw is good. Certainly one thing that you just love watching when the Warriors play is their passing.
Well, and those assists aren't just passes to an ISO. They are backdoor cuts and precision lobs that get them those dimes. It helps that the Warriors have great passers in pretty much every position on the floor and off the bench. Not only is this entertaining basketball, but it is effective basketball, as evidenced by their record.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
And a good indication of that, this will be an absolute battle for the entirety of this game.
And for Kevin Durant, guys, when he left Oklahoma City to join the Warriors, he knew he'd face a backlash. I mean, fans in Oklahoma City, some felt betrayed, critics who said he took the easy way out. But in the end, he went with his gut. He decided to face that criticism and go outside his comfort zone and his safe haven, if you will, in OKC.
Payne kicks to Morrow. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Warriors have gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. very nearly perfect from the field. Payne with it. He dishes it to Collison. Payne kicks to Roberson. Connects from three-point range. Roberson's got his first 3 points of the game. And for Durant, his choice to join the Warriors, Greg, seemed to be about winning, but also about the culture that they have developed out there.
Yeah, I mean, the Thunder had often been criticized for the way their offense would at times break down into quote-unquote hero ball, but the Warriors play an unselfish style. Players who love to pass the ball and who can also get along great off the court. I think that was a huge part of what attracted KD to the Warriors.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Payne can't hit. Now Thompson. Outside Durant from deep three-point range. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Thunder lead by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by.